Hello everyone, I'm Mahir Mistry working as Senior Solution Engineer at OpenLM and welcome to today's webinar. Today we will be covering one of the most important functional areas of OpenLM SAM Annapurna, how it captures and manages license usage data using three powerful components, the OpenLM broker, the broker hub, and the license servers console. These tools work together behind the scenes to ensure real time, accurate license monitoring across your organization. Whether you are an OpenLM admin or exploring our architecture for the first time, this session will give you a clear understanding of how everything fits together and why each piece is critical to your license optimization efforts. We will have this session for 15 to 20 minutes and then it will be open for Q&A. We would like to have an interactive session. So at any point of time, if you have any questions, please feel free to post it in the Q&A section. Let's dive in. Let's start with the big picture. Yep. Let's start with the big picture. The diagram shows how data flows through OpenLM. Everything begins at your license servers where the OpenLM broker is installed. The broker acts as the data collector. It gathers the data, it gathers license activity like checkouts, denials, and releases right from the source. That data is first sent to the broker hub. This hub acts like a security checkpoint. It makes sure and only authorized brokers are allowed to report data. Once approved, this data flows securely to the OpenLM server and is displayed on the dashboard and reports in near real time. So think of it as a supply chain. The broker is your field agent, the hub is quality control, and the license server dashboards is your control tower giving you a clear real time overview of what's happening. Now let's zoom in on the OpenLM broker. The OpenLM broker is a lightweight software component that lives directly on the license servers. Its job is to sit close to the license manager and listen carefully to everything it does. Who's checking out licenses, when it happens, which application is involved, and whether any denials occur. It reads this information directly from the logs, APIs, or ports, depending on how that license manager communicates. The broker is smart enough to speak their languages and convert their raw, sometimes messy data into something structured that OpenLM can use. It's like having a translator who not only speaks every dialect but also knows exactly what to listen for. And if your network connection to the OpenLM server goes down, no worries, the broker stores everything locally and syncs back automatically when it's back online and you don't lose any data. That reliability makes it an essential part of the system. One often overlooked but critical piece of this architecture is the OpenLM identity service. Before the broker can even communicate with the OpenLM server or broker hub, it must be authorized. And that starts here. The identity service generates a unique authorization file which acts like a digital key or passport for the broker. This file ensures that only trusted brokers deployed by your team can request to join this system. It initiates a secure token based handshake with the broker hub, which then allows further validation and approval. This adds a second layer of defense against any unauthorized data sources and keep your license monitoring environment protected from misconfiguration or outside interference. Now, why the broker is essential? The challenge is that different license managers speaks different languages. Some provide log files, other provide APIs, and some are very strict about sharing usage data. A one size fit all approach simply doesn't work here. That's why the broker is so valuable. It adapts to each license manager unique setup, whether it's FlexNet, FlexLM, Sentinel RMS. DSLS, or any other license manager. The broker knows how to extract and standardize the data without you needing to write custom scripts or integration. Once it's installed, the broker scans the server, detects installed license managers, and begins preparing for monitoring. You just need to authorize it to you using a file from your OpenLM identity server, and the system takes over from there. Security and stability are major priorities when it comes to license monitoring. The broker uses token based authentication and encrypted communication, which means no one can smooth or tamper with the data. Only authorized component can connect and send data. If the OpenLM server becomes temporarily unavailable, as I mentioned earlier, the broker will not stop working, but it will keep on collecting the data locally. And it is like a dash cam that records even when it can't upload. When the connection is restored, the data syncs up automatically. This gives you a reliable system where you are never blind, even during outages or maintenance. And thanks to its close proximity to the license server, the broker captures everything the moment it happens. So you always get near real time insight into license activity. Now let's move on to the next layer in this architecture, the broker hub. When a broker is installed, it doesn't start reporting data right away. Instead, it checks in the broker hub. Think of it as your command center. The hub shows the broker as pending approval. You, as the administrator, review it and decide whether to allow it to connect to your system. This step prevents unauthorized broker from entering your data environment. It's also scalable as your organization grows. The broker hub ensures smooth performance and centralized control. One of the strengths of OpenLM SAM Annapurna is its architecture. It's built using microservices. This means components like Broker Hub can scale independently. If your environment grows and you deploy more the Broker Hub can handle it by managing higher traffic without becoming a bottleneck. This design also supports hybrid setups. You can monitor licenses from cloud, on premise, or distributed server. No need to centralize your infrastructure. Whether you are monitoring 10 license servers or 100, the architecture adjusts dynamically, ensuring performance and reliability. At the end of the day, your license management system is only good as the data it collects. An OpenLM approach ensures that data is both accurate and audit ready. By placing the broker on the license server itself, OpenLM captures data directly at the source. There is no guesswork, no reverse engineering from downstream logs. Even during outages or server maintenance, the broker caches data locally to ensure continuity. Once reconnected, it syncs seamlessly. This reliable data stream is especially important during license audit or when making purchasing decisions. It gives you solid numbers that reflect exactly how licenses are used, helping you avoid over or under provisioning. Now, once your broker is approved and start reporting, it's detected. License managers appear in the license server section of the OpenLM interface. This is your live dashboard, a near real-time view of which license servers are active, how many licenses are in use, and whether anything's not working as expected. It also gives you full control. You can rename servers to something more meaningful, merge duplicate entries, deny unused denied unused ones, or even restore previously denied server. It's not just about viewing the data, it's about managing your environment effectively. The goal here is not to track licenses, but to understand usage patterns and avoid bottlenecks before they affect your users. Now, before we move ahead with this thing, I would like to share my other screen where I would be showcasing you, or where I would install the OpenLM broker first, and then I will try to explain you this whole process, whatever we just went through. So, allow me few couple of moments. Okay, so this is one of my system where I would be first installing the broker. So for to install the broker, we have the setup already here. I have already downloaded it from our website openlm.com. You can easily get the broker setup from there. Once you have the setup, you can simply double click on it. You need to install a broker. The first step is about agreeing the license agreement. Once you click on I agree, you click on next. Over here, we select the first radio button, which is install broker with Java 11 OpenJDK. As we don't want to interfere with your system Java, we select this first radio button and we click on next. This is the folder path where the OpenLM broker will be installed. If you want to change the path, you can simply click on browse and change the path. If not, then just click on next. And after this, the last next over here, the broker is getting installed and it will be installed in some times. Now, let's go to the interface, the OpenLM interface. This is the OpenLM homepage, OpenLM Annapurna's homepage. Over here, you can see there is an option in the right hand corner. There are four boxes. Okay, so now the broker is installed. But before we continue with the setup, we need to have the authorization key which I need to create for using the OpenLM identity. So first let's create the authorization file in order to give it to the broker setup. So here you see there are four dots. You click on that. There are different components which you can access from here. So the first component we would require is the identity services. So you simply click on this identity. It will pop you up with this particular box over this particular screen. In this screen, you can see on the left hand side, there are three options: users, external providers, and authorization. Over here, we need to go to authorization. You can see there is an option to add a client. You click on add a client and you can select the client, like what component you are going to install. Right now, we are going to install and authorize the broker. So you simply click on broker. The description is a free field. You can simply mention anything what you want as a description and you click on save. Once you save this particular client authorization token, it will pop you up with an download download button. You can download it. That downloaded file would be downloaded as .json file for you. Once that is downloaded, you can use that same file in order to authorize your broker which you have currently installed. So now let's go to the, just a moment. Let's go to the broker interface. So this is the broker interface which we just downloaded. As we are using the OpenLM cloud account, we will click on the cloud account. You can see it gives an option to import a broker authorization file. You can simply click on that. The file which we generated from that previous identity services, we will get it as a .json file. You simply click on the path where it is downloaded and you click on continue. Once you click on continue, it will start connecting to the server. As you can see that the broker was successfully able to connect the server, and now it's testing, or now it's trying to find out the ports or the license managers which are hosted on this particular machine. As I mentioned earlier, that this is a test system, so I really don't have any live license managers. But for now, the OpenLM broker is installed and we have successfully connected to our OpenLM Annapurna server. Now, the next step was to approve the same on the broker hub. So as you can see in the broker hub, we have again on the left hand side two options: brokers and SaaS agents. So we are now talking about the brokers. In the brokers, you have multiple options over here: update brokers, approve broker, remove brokers, and show inactive brokers. So what now we'll do is we will click on the approve brokers and we need to select the broker which we need to approve. So once you select the broker which you want to approve, then you can simply click on approve. Once you click on approve, it will get enlisted in this particular below screen with the list where you'll be able to see that as approved. Now, what are the other options we have for approving the brokers which you have installed? You have the approve broker option. If you want to remove any broker, you can simply click on remove a broker. Check the box for the one which you would like to remove it, the broker, and you can click on remove. As you can see right now, I have two entries for the Wintel. So in this case, what you can do is you can simply check the box and you can click on approve. Once you approve this, you will get it in this list. And then there is one option where checkbox of show inactive brokers, which will show you if there are inactive broker present on your broker hub. Right now, as we don't have, we cannot see. But if we have any inactive brokers, it will show you in this list, or it will include it over here. Now, the second step is done. The first step, what we did is we created the authorization file. Second step, we installed the broker. We use the authorization file in order to connect it with the broker hub. Third step, we opened up the broker hub and we click on approve brokers to approve the particular broker. Now, from where do we we can open the broker hub? It's the same homepage which we use for opening the identity services. You will be able to find the broker hub over here and you will be able to open the broker hub. Now, the third and the final step was approving the license managers of your license server on the license server console. So again, you have the license server option over here. You can simply click on that and you will get an screen open with this particular interface. Now in here, you can see there are four different options on the left hand side: live server statistic, pending servers, denied servers, and server configurations. So as we can see that there are 15 license managers pending for approval. So over here, you can see the broker which I had installed earlier on one of my demo system. It's showing over here. Let's say that I want to approve this particular license manager. I simply click on this particular license manager and click on approve and merge. Once you click on that, it will pop you an another screen where you will be able to see again the different information, that what is the license manager type and things like that. The field which you can edit, or the field which you can input as per your requirement, is this particular, just a moment, is this particular field, that is the display name. You can change the display name as per your requirement. Let's say that you don't want to continue with this name what is populated, and you want to give it with the name of the particular application or the license manager, whatever. It's a free field. You can edit as per your convenience and you simply click on approve. Once you click on approve, this would be sent to the live server status screen. Over here, it could take some time in order to uh, uh, get the status as up to date. For the time being, it will show as unknown or something like that. But once it is connected successfully and the data is streamed, it will change to up to date as the status. So over here, you can see the live server statistic where you can get more data, like what is the status, the server name, what you have just mentioned in the display name, which I mentioned can be something which you would like to input. And then you have the license manager type, the host name, and things like that. So these are the more information you will get using this particular screen. Now, if you see, there are pending servers which will again give you back, or it will go take you back to the same interface which you are getting from this particular clicking on this option. Then we have denied servers. So if any servers license managers which you have ever denied would come under this list. And the last option is service configuration. Over here we have the option to delete the enabled license managers which you have approved in the first step. So these are the four options over here in the license servers console, and you will get the details, or you will be able to see the monitored license managers over here. You have the capability of approving it, denying it, or you want to see, or you want to delete any particular license managers you started monitoring. It would be present over here. So this is how the whole uh, architecture works, and this is how we install the broker, and these steps needs to be followed in order to set up the license managers from different license server using the broker installation. So let's move back to the presentation. So Let's quickly tie it all together. A broker is installed on the license server. It's your field agent collecting data in real time. The broker hub is your central control tower approving, monitoring, and managing brokers. The license server console is your mission dashboard, showing you what's happening across your environment at a given point of time. Together, these three pieces form a powerful pipeline that delivers near real time structured and reliable license data you can act on immediately. To summarize, OpenLM SAM Annapurna architecture offers a flexible, secure, and scalable way to monitor software license usage. The broker collects a reliable data, the broker hub manages security and operation, and the license server's dashboard brings it all in the all into real time in the real life usage. This setup not only reduces your workload, it gives you the confidence that you are always working with the most accurate, up to date information. Thank you again for attending this session. I would like to now open the floor for any questions you may have, whether it about the topic which we have covered. You can feel free and drop your questions in the Q&A section. Okay, we have a question. What kind of license managers are supported by the broker? So the broker supports a wide range of license manager. It could be FlexNet, FlexLM, Sentinel RMS, as I mentioned earlier, and there are many more. We are currently supporting 85 plus license managers and application along with the OpenLM. So it's built to handle different protocols so you can manage mixed environments without needing a separate tool. You can simply check which license manager you would like to monitor if it is supported by OpenLM, and you can install the broker to start monitoring that particular license manager. We have another question. Can we update the broker remotely if there is a new version? Yes, that's one of the feature of the broker hub. If you have, while I was showcasing, there was an option to update broker. You can push updates remotely to all the connected brokers without needing to log on into each license server individually. It really simplifies the maintenance, and you can upgrade your brokers on the go by just using the that particular option from the broker hub. Okay, we have another question. Do I need to manually configure the broker every time I install it? In most of the cases, the setup is pretty straightforward. The broker automatically detects installed license managers, and thanks to the authorization file, it connects securely to the OpenLM environment. You might need to review or tweak a few settings depending on the license manager, but the process is designed to require minimal manual effort. So in any case, if the broker is unfortunately not able to detect the license manager on your license server, no need to worry. There is an option you can refer to the documentation to how to configure a particular license manager, and you can take help from there, and you can set up the license manager manually using those instructions from the documentation. So there is this thing that you can always refer to the documentation, and you can set up the license manager if they are not automatically getting detected by the broker. Okay, there are no further questions. So, here are the upcoming webinars scheduled for this month. To register, simply visit our website at openlm.com, and we look forward to your participation. We have also started with our newsletter. We are sending this out this newsletter every month. Hopefully, you have registered for it, and if you have not yet, then you can simply scan this QR code and subscribe to our newsletter, or else you can also provide us with your email address by sending it to info@openlm.com. After the webinar, please fill out the survey form, which you will not take more than 2 minutes. And in case if you have any questions or any suggestion, feel free to fill out over there. Thank you all for joining today's webinar. I hope you now I hope you now have a clearer understanding of the OpenLM SEMS Annapurna Broker Hub, and License Server Console. Wishing you all a great day ahead. Goodbye.